Good morning, my fellow ARK players. This is Tall Creek Rock back for another exciting day here on the ARK Survival Evolved the Lost Island map. This is day number 139 of our little adventure here, and well, today we've got some plans to do some cooking. We want to make some kibble. We actually want to make the extraordinary kibble, which requires special eggs. So today we're going to try to do this recipe and get us some of the highest tier kibble we can get. Okay, this recipe is the extraordinary kibble. It requires a special egg, which can be a Deinonychus egg, a Hesperornis egg. I think the Hesperornis egg actually has to be one of the golden eggs. A Magmasaur egg, a rock drake egg, a wyvern egg, or a Uteranus egg. And well, basically the only kind of those I can get right now, I've got wyverns and I've got Uteranuses. So we've got a few of those eggs stashed away here. We've got some low-level ice wyvern eggs, and we've got one Uteranus egg in here. These are eggs we're not going to hatch. We're going to use these for making kibble. So we're going to try to make the extraordinary kibble today. But there's some ingredients we need for this stuff. It takes Lazarus chowder, giant bee honey, 10 Meiju berries, 5 fiber, and water. So let's see how much stuff we've got here, see if we've got any Meiju berries. I know we don't have the giant bee honey, so we'll have to make a run to our bee tree to get bee honey. Okay, we do have the berries. And let's see how much fiber we've got over here. We may have to collect up some fiber while we're out too. Now we've got quite a bit of fiber. Let's grab some of that. And let's see, we've got supply drops around we want to collect before we get out and do our stuff. So let's take the wyvern and go grab a few supply drops before we start doing our honey collecting. Okay, I made a mistake here. Didn't get up there good. Let's get up on our wyvern. Let's do a couple of supply drops. I did see a red one coming down somewhere during the night. Got a purple one and a yellow one over this way, so we're going to grab these and go get that red drop. If I can get around this wall. Yeah, I see the red drop up on the mountaintop now. But we need to go collect us up some giant bee honey. We have actually already made us some Lazarus chowder, but I'll explain how to do that when we get back with our bee honey, how to make the Lazarus chowder for the extraordinary kibble recipe. There's some good ghillie boots and a baryonyx saddle. We might get some use out of the baryonyx saddle. Okay, let's head up to the Arctic where we've seen that red supply drop. It's way over here, ain't it? We'll try to get the red supply drops if we can. After we get that, we're going to head over into the forest where we found our giant bee honey nest, hives, I guess you'd call it, the beehives. We have actually found a tree that has 2 beehives on it. I think we're going to make a platform so we can get both beehives today, which will give us 30 honey if we can get both of them. I'm hoping this is one of the drops that I can actually pick up. ARK did do an update yesterday, so I'm hoping it fixes a little bit of the lag, but I see that it's not. It's already lagging out on me here. I was hoping that update would fix a lot of this lag. There's a bunch of monkeys. I am looking for a high-level female monkey or baboon, or actually they're called Dinopithecus. That's a Spinosaddle. I think that's the first one of those I've seen. Let's see what level these monkeys are real quick here if we can. See if there are any of them worth messing with. Okay, that is a male, and it's only a 56, and we're actually looking for something in the 140 range. Let's get rid of these. Get some new ones to spawn in. Give my Wyvern a little bit of level ups. Is this a Pego stacks? If it is, I'm going to get rid of that too. 95 Pego. I bet that's a good one. It took 3 hits. That was a 150 Pego. Wow, I killed a max level Pego. And there's a level 12 bear. Wow, that is a terrible bear. Okay, this is not our plan hunting today, so let's get on with what we're doing. We're going to get giant bee honey is what we're doing. We're going to make some extraordinary kibble today. Okay, game. Don't crash, whatever you do. Lag is terrible, but if you don't crash, I guess I can deal with the lag. And there's another red supply drop coming down. Wow. I guess we'll go try to set up our platform for our bee honey, and then we might come back up here and grab this supply drop. Okay, we've got a tree over here. One of those cut-off trees with a nest on top of it has actually got our beehives on it. Right here it is. I guess I'll give the GPS on this tree. If anybody looking for giant bee honey, this is a good place to look, because this tree actually has 2 beehives on it. I've already got a thing set up for that lower one. And here's the GPS on this tree. It's in the backside of the redwood forest up by the Arctic biome. It's at 46.8 by 46.2. So just figure it's at 46.46 and you can find this tree. I'm going to try to set up a platform on the other side. Wow, I've got a lot of prime meat. How did I get so much prime? I guess those, maybe the Dynapith, I guess maybe give you prime. I don't know. Put another level into health on this Wyvern. This is not my best Wyvern, but I've been riding it around leveling it up anyway. Okay, the other side of this tree, there's another bee's nest right there, and we want to get to both of these if we can, so we're going to set up another platform here. At least that's my plan. Set up another platform. I'm thinking maybe right there. Oh no, I messed up. Placed one in the wrong place, didn't I? Pick that up. Okay, I can't see nothing here. And my platform doesn't look like it's in the right place. Sure doesn't. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Let's go get that red supply drop. And I'm going to have to come back and make some more of those. Hopefully this red supply drop will have something good in it. I could really use some super high level Uranus saddle. Haven't even gotten a Uranus saddle yet. I'm sure I won't this time either. Nope, just some useless blueprints there. C4 remote detonator and a behemoth gateway. I'm going to get a little bit of wood and stuff and see if I can craft up some more of those pillars. This looks like a safe place to do it, I'd say. Some wood and some thatch, and I should be able to put together a few of these pillars. Do it on the safety of our wyvern back though, because there's no telling what might hit me up here. Craft wooden pillars. Only gonna get 5 like this. We need some wooden ceilings also. That requires fiber, wood, and thatch. More wood probably. And that pretty much put us overweight, so I hope we don't get attacked by nothing. Craft up some wooden ceilings here. 7, I don't know if I need that many. See if we can move. We're going to get down here and set us up a platform so we can get that giant bee honey. We're running very heavy. Got a moose and a gallimimus down here. Hopefully nothing dangerous will show up while we're doing this. And our post is not looking like it's in the right place. And that's probably too high there. I'd say that's probably correct. Okay, this might work. We can land on that. Okay, let's see if we can get some closer to the tree now. Nope, it's not going to happen, is it? That kind of stinks. Let's see if we can actually reach this from here. Maybe we can. Let's get our wyvern out of the way. Okay, yeah, this might work. See if I can place any more of these. Make our platform a little better. I was hoping to place one over there. That ain't gonna happen though, is it? Nope, ain't gonna happen. Okay, we'll have to deal with this. We've got to get our dire bear out up here. And then we have to harvest the honey off the dire bear. Look, don't fall off. Okay, that did work. Okay, now we've got to get down and get to the other one. Okay, that should put us at 30 giant bee honey. Okay, now we've got to take all the giant bee honey and transfer it to the wyvern. I find it quicker if I do it this way. And then we've got to get our dire bear back in the cryo pod and get back to base. Okay, we've got our giant bee honey. We get back to base, I'll show everybody how to make the Lazarus chowder. This tree is sawed off at the top. It's got a little nest on the top of it. Kind of looks like it might have been a wyvern nest or something. See if I can land on it. Probably not going to be able to because it is very small and this wyvern is really big. Yep, there you go. There's the wyvern nest. Actually, it may be a snow owl nest or something, but this is the tree with the giant bee honey nest on it, or hives. Okay, I am flying really slow for some reason. I must be heavy. Okay, let's get over to the base, see if we can get this stuff going. Today is Extraordinary Kibble Day. Actually, there's another supply drop we've got to get before we can get started on this. We can't mess around much though, because bee honey doesn't last very long. We need to do an episode soon on how to tame the giant bees. We've actually never done that before, so I'll need to do a little research before I try to start doing that. Would like to have some beehives at home though, instead of having to go out and hunt for them. Okay, yellow drop, are you even down? Nope, you are not, so I'm wasting my time here. Come on, ARK, I was really hoping you'd fix this glitchiness for that last update that came out. I'm going to land the wyvern up top this time so I can reach my bee honey. But to get wyvern eggs, you actually have to mate your wyverns together to get the eggs. I don't think they actually lay eggs on their own. I think the only way they'll lay eggs is if you mate them. At least I've never seen a wyvern egg just laying down there before. And you can find them in the wyvern trenches, though. If you go to a wyvern nest in a wyvern trench, you can find the eggs. And basically, the eggs I've got right now are just eggs that... I think I've got an extra uterannus egg down here, too. The eggs I've got up there now, yeah, there's a uterannus egg. The eggs I've got in this refrigerator are just the low-level ones that I decided I wasn't going to hatch. Okay, what do we need in here now? We need Meiju berries, we need the eggs, and we need the Lazarus chowder. Okay, here's how you make Lazarus chowder before we get any further along. When you kill raptors and saber-tooths and a few other animals, they'll give you these little recipe things right here. Looks like a sheet of paper with a bowl or a bottle in front of it. If you keep collecting these, you'll eventually get one for Lazarus chowder. Right there it is, and it tells you how to make the Lazarus chowder right there. It says 3 servings of cooked meat, 5 savo root, 5 long grass, 1 handful of Meiju berries, and half a dollop of narcotic. Submerge in water in a cooking pot. You can actually make it in the industrial cooker also. But I've already made up a bunch of this stuff over here, so we don't have to do that today. Right here it is. I've got 43 of them. Need the Lazarus chowder, and we need these wyvern eggs and the uterannus eggs. Wyvern eggs are 50 pounds a piece, so you can't carry very many of these. I'm going to try to put them all in here though, so we can make up as much of this as possible really quick. And I need to drop some of these blueprints and stuff in my inventory because they're really not useful. We've got 16 narcotic berries. We need to go ahead and just put this in here and turn it into narcotics before they spoil. We need to make a run for biotoxin and start making some more shocking tranquilizer darts soon. And we need Meiju berries for this recipe. So let's grab all our Meiju berries. And we also need fiber. So let's put our Meiju berries and our fiber in here. I think I've already got a little bit of fiber in here. And we need to put the rest of these eggs in here. rest of the wyvern eggs. Like I said, they're 50 pounds a piece, so you can't carry just like 4 of them. Or I can't. If you had better weight, you might be able to. But this should make us up a pretty good mess of extraordinary kibble. You get one for every egg you use, if you've got enough of the other ingredients. I am putting a bunch of level 160 eggs in here, but I've already got a whole bunch of level 160 wyverns, so there's no point in me hatching more of these. But there's also a bunch of lower level ones in here also. There's a 160 there, and a 60 there, a 12, a 44, there's another 160, another 160, another 160. This one here actually is it's a 170, I guess. But I've checked them in the incubator and they didn't come out good, so I'm just going to turn them into kibble. We need a bunch of giant bee honey now, and the wyvern's got my giant bee honey. I don't know how much this will take, but while I'm messing up here, I should have cooked this prime meat first. Let's do that real quick. It's not important for this recipe, but if I don't cook it soon, it'll spoil. Matter of fact, it may be too late already. May be too late to cook it. Let's try to do it though. Maybe we'll get a little bit of that cooked up. Now let's grab our giant bee honey so we can make this extraordinary kibble recipe. Pretty sure it just takes one giant bee honey per kibble, so let's just get enough to make what we need here. Maybe we can turn the rest of it into some sweet veggie cakes or something. Turn our cooker on and start putting this in. It should start making the kibble. Okay, we've got 4. Let's see, do we need more honey? I think we need one more honey to do all of this. Nope, looks like we done all of it, so I guess I didn't need one more honey. Let's turn this off and get our stuff out. We managed to make 12 of the extraordinary kibble. Extraordinary kibble is the top tier of kibble, so if there's something you want to use it for, any kind of kibble, it will replace them all. Because it's basically like if you got something that takes basic kibble, if you got the next tier up will replace that kibble. And since the extraordinary is the very top level, it will replace all the kibble types. I'm curious how long this honey will keep in these fridges. 16 minutes on me and 1 hour and 4 minutes in the fridge. So if you want to store your honey, that's how you do it. I'm going to put my Veggie berries in this thing right here so it's closer to my cooking pot. I don't have very many, do I? I'll have to do some berry harvesting and stuff. Okay, what am I doing here now? I think I'm going to try to turn all that honey into some sweet veggie cakes. I need vegetables, stimulant, and sap. There's the vegetables. Let's grab some stimulant and the honey. And we need more sap, so I'll have to make a run over to the honey tree, or the sap tree. Stimulant is in this mortar and pestle right here. Grab some of that. And let's see, am I forgetting any of the ingredients? I think that's everything. Did this prime meat cook up? Yep, it did. That's great. So that didn't go to waste after all. Okay, we're going to do a sweet veggie cake recipe, although this is not what this episode is about. It requires savo root, rock carrots, long grass, stimulant, tree sap, and it also requires the giant bee honey and fiber. It also requires fiber. That'll make the sweet veggie cakes. Okay, let's get rid of the rest of this honey because it will spoil pretty quick if we don't. I could store it in my refrigerator, I guess. Let's see if we got enough stuff here to turn this into veggie cakes. Yep. Okay, we're missing something now. Okay, we've run out of sap. We've got to go hit the sap taps up real quick for the veggie cakes, so let's hurry this along. I know that I didn't have enough sap, but I just slipped my mind there for a second. We've got our sap taps right here close to base, so it ain't no huge deal. Come on, game. Allow me to land here. Okay, the game's glitching out and I missed my landing. I have a ton of sap in this chest, but we're just going to leave that in there and just get what's in the taps right now. That should be plenty to finish off our veggie cakes. I'm going to park my Wyvern up here on top so it'll be out of the way a little bit, and I don't need it close by now because I've already transferred all my honey and stuff into the cooking pot or into the industrial cooker. I like to keep my Wyvern parked over here because it stays out of my way a little bit. Grab this stuff out of him because I'm going to do some inventory sorting after I get the cooking done. And the cinema crops on my shoulder keeps me from taking damage, so that's great. Okay, let's get the sap in here and get the veggie cakes done. And we need one more honey, which is in this chest right here, so we can finish it completely off. Okay, we got 9 more veggie cakes. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video off, but anyway, that is how you make the extraordinary kibble. You need the special egg, which is either a Deinonychus, a Hesperornis gold egg, a Magmasaur, a Rock Drake, a Wyvern, or a Uteranus egg, and then you also need Lazarus chowder, giant bee honey, 10 Meiju berries, and 5 fiber in order to make your extraordinary kibble. If you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, and maybe even a subscription. And thanks again for watching. This is Tall Creek Rock on the Lost Island map, signing out.